I just ran out of energy because I feel all right now. I mean, I feel fine. I just got a cough and my throat hurts. I'm sucking. You know what? And then Cumia, I don't know what's going on with Andy Cumia. I don't know why he's got such a beef. But anyway, now he's gaslighting. This is uh, Cumia gaslighting. I could make it bigger. What's the point? It's audio only. Okay, and again, I played. I'll just play it.
Have you ever had a fight with a man? I know you like to fight ladies. I know you fought that Danny Brand. I know you fought that black lady in Times Square. But have you ever fought with a man? I know you talk. You're a tough guy and a pretend tough guy. You fight ladies and you're tough on Twitter. Have you ever had a fight in real life as a grown up adult with a man? Let me know. Get back to me.
Okay, so he sends this out when 6:43 a.m. So he's up that late. Is that Greenwich time? What time is that? 6:43. He sent this out before he went to sleep. This is a voicemail I got from Kevin at 5 a.m. A complete lie, and I'll play the clip of when I was doing my show. And I called him. Same conversation. This is a voicemail I got from Kevin at 5 a.m. So he puts this out to try to gaslight his fans, and blah, blah, blah. Then he goes, when am I ever a tough guy? That seems to be the MO of all the miserable bastards that hang around this guy. I've never professed to be a tough guy. Exhibit A. Where's the other exhibit? I got too many exhibits. Yeah. Where's the other exhibit? Do I have too many things? Black hole sun. Let me see where it is. Okay, this is Cumia's tweet. I said pretend. This is after I saw the old. This I sent this second. Pretend tough guy pimp. I said. Cumia says my girl tells me she laughs every time she opens my night table drawer. She says I'm just one of these people. I'm just like those people I rag about on social media. Meaning, blacks. Okay, so this is not a guy trying to pretend a tough guy. This is what all the pretend tough guy rappers rap, don't they? Cash and guns, lawyers, guns, and money. Am I right? So this is what a pretend tough guy does. He's a pretend tough guy. And look what's in my sleeping drawer. Look, it's in my bed table, as Mama Bachetti's always talking about. Look what's on his bed table. This is what he tweeted out. A pretend tough guy. He's like a gangster. He's a rapper. He's a pimp. He's in the mafia. Pretend tough guy. Imagine if I took a picture of this, and then so what would I be representing? That I'm a tough guy? Come and get it? What a fucking coward. What an absolute coward. So then I tweeted out, and I'll play the clip where I said it on my show. I have it all queued up, ready to go. So there's no, is that what really happened? But he said I sent it at 5 a.m. For you, bad Brennan. I mean, it's just laughable. It's laughable. It's like everybody's a tough guy. Ask Cumia how tough he is. Ask Cumia how tough he is. He'll be like, I'm super tough. I'm a tough guy. Hasn't had an altercation with anybody except that lady. He's tough with ladies. I don't think he's ever had an altercation with a man. I hate these headphones. I can't hear.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Have you ever had a fight with a man? I know you like to fight ladies. I know you fought that Danny Brennan. I know you fought that black lady in Times Square. But have you ever fought with a man? I know you talk. You're a tough guy and a pretend tough guy. You fight ladies and you're tough on Twitter. Have you ever had a fight in real life as a grown-up adult with a man? Let me know. Get back to me. I just want to know. I know Melton's a tough guy when he gets back in his cave.
Okay, so there you go. There you go. People are like, oh, what do you? So Cumia is trying to pretend I sent this at 5 a.m, but I called him actually when I was doing my show. So he's playing that game of Brennan's nuts. Brennan's nuts. He's calling me at 5 a.m. That's what he's calling me with. And all his loser fans are like, what? Why did he do that? He must be nuts. He must be nuts. So I said to Cumia, what did I say? So I said to Cumia, I know I should be set up better, but it's Saturday and we're relaxed. That's what we're doing. Can you see that? All right. If you can't see it, I'll read it. I said, so to his thing that I sent a voicemail at 5 a.m., I said, I misspoke. I should have called you a coward because he said that I said he's a tough guy. But again, he wants everyone to think he's a tough guy. He's afraid of everybody and everything, but he's got the guns and the money. He takes a shot at Joe Rogan because he's not going to do Joe Rogan anymore. He's a tough guy with Bill Burr's wife. He's a tough guy. I said, I misspoke. I should have called you a coward. Even your boyfriend, Gavin, knows you're a bitch coward. That's why Gavin had to fire everyone at Compomita because you didn't have the balls. And I called you at 5 p.m. while I was recording my show, you fucking clown. You absolute fucking clown. So then he responded. Where's his response? Gotta get rid of these. So then he responded to that tweet. Jesus, Adam. I hate when Adam takes a day off. What am I doing? So he responded to my tweet saying this. Oh no! What happened? I thought we were getting along so well. Maybe I got off on the wrong foot here. If I've offended you or your collection of humorless imbeciles, please allow me to apologize. I'm truly sorry. Are we good? And again, he does it because he's a coward. He does it to gaslight his fans, get them all gassed up. Oh, Anthony, you stuck it to me. My collection of, I even forget what he said. But he was addressing this, and I was going to play his clip the other day, last night, I presume. And also, as far as imbeciles and clowns that are in this world, listen, there's a guy who used to hobnob with Big A, Bobo. There's a guy who's was partners with Greg OPUs, who's now talking to 20 people at a bar on the west side. Jimmy Norton is doing so bad. He married a dude to jumpstart his career, and it's still not happening. Even Sirius Satellite Radio was like, get the fuck out of here, you clown. Seriously, take your dude. And again, Cumia had a problem with he has problem with trans people, but he didn't say anything to Norton's wife. Did he? Didn't bring up a peep. Did he show her his gun and his money? This fucking clown.
All those clowns. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was watching some of that. All those clowns. Holy shit. Kevin Brennan and company.
Kevin Brennan and company. We have a working title. Kevin Brennan and company. Wow. Should I call it Kevin Brennan Inc.? And again, and then Bentley, he was saying he wanted to fight me. And then and I tweeted back, I said, listen, man, if you wanted to fight me, you should have just told me. But now when he's back in Georgia, safe and sound, now he's like, I wanted to fight you. I'm like, you should have told me. I would have paused my live stream to fight you. Absolutely.
Atlantic City, Zumock and just the entire collection of, I don't even know what to call them these.
None of them married a dude. Chad, are you married to a dude? Stevie Lou, are you married to a dude?
But they were all excited.
Who was? Who's married to a dude? But I have a collection of losers and freaks. Got it. I mean, I'm not saying what people are. I'm just saying these are the facts. These are the facts, Jax.
They were in Atlantic City, right?
Right.
And they were supposed to do a gig and it got canceled because
someone... All right, so people coming in late, I'm wearing my headdress because I'm still sick. Keeps my head warm, and that's where you lose most of your heat, etc. I didn't go to med school. I mean, I went. I didn't graduate.
One called. It's just a total cluster between all of them. Like one side tries to do something, and the other side tries.
Didn't he do a work? Didn't he do a week work with Shuli? Didn't he do a work? Stalin, support your local Clippers. Didn't he do a work with Shuli about Stuttering John? One side going after the other side. I had nothing to do with it. Again, I had nothing to do with the back and forth. Again, I didn't care. Was I prepared for a clusterfuck? 100%. Once the tipping point for me was when Boschetti was like, I don't have a credit card, and now me and my brother got to go to the bank. No one's gone to the bank to get a new credit card in about 50 years. So he's like, I didn't go to the bank, get a new credit card. I'm gonna need your credit card, Kevin, for incidentals at the Brigada. It's like, I'm like, that's not happening. So then once that happened, I was like, all right, how weird is this gonna be?
Is to shut it down. It's just a total cluster between all of them. Like one side tries to do something, and the other side.
Like him and Opie? The mistake Opie made all along was not fighting back. That was a mistake Opie made all along. Opie wanted to take the high road when they split up, but it was a complete fucking failure. Opie should have just stood up for himself. Cumia does the same thing. You remember back when the Skanks went after me? You know, because they were all excited because somebody didn't like their show. So Dave Smith and Louis J. Gomez are like, podcast war. And then you sick your fans after somebody, and they're all cowards. They're all anonymous cowards. Melton does it now. The Shitwayer does it. Carl does it. Cumia's now doing it. He wants his fans to scare me.
It tries to shut it down, and vice versa. They're just, they're the same animal just going at each other. And the funny thing is, it's like, well, we're going to do this big event in Atlantic City. And the event gets shut down, but they all show up anyway.
Yeah, why were we not? It was basically going to be a meet and greet anyway. We weren't doing it at a big convention hall. I don't even know if that big convention hall is even up anymore in Atlantic City, next to Daddy Trump's Plaza Hotel. Is it taken down? I think it is.
And it was so juvenile, I guess.
Is that bad? Is that bad? Isn't juvenile? Don't you kind of associate that with people having fun, being silly? But the Opie and Anthony show, what was that? Was that a grown-up show? I think I remember a show when a guy was puking into another guy's mouth, and they want to see how long Baby Bird could take it. Was that grown up? Was that NPR? Was that 60 Minutes? Was that juvenile?
Yes. Like they were all
Now Cumia takes himself as like a serious, thoughtful man because he's got guns and money in his side table.
giddy because they're in a hotel
No, we weren't giddy. It's called alcohol. I was never giddy. It's called alcohol in a small room.
room in Atlantic City. Juvenile, I guess. Like they were all giddy because they're in a hotel room in Atlantic City. It might have been the Borgata, but it was a standard king room. And they're all around, like they're walking around, and the camera showed like some of the people there, and they're walking around in a room. It's just
Yeah. Okay. I'll explain what happened again if there's new people here. I booked a room for Boschetti because I wanted to have the room for Boschetti. I could have stayed there. I could have stayed at other places. But I'm like, let me get the room for Boschetti. And then we'll see what. So at least I have one room. They were sold out. A week before, whenever I'd have to check the date. I don't know exactly when I booked the Boschetti room. I think 10 days out. Within 3 or 4 days out, they were sold out. I think even a week out, they were sold out. So there was no banquet rooms because I talked to an operator, and I think she would have told me if there was a suite available. I would have asked her how much for the suite for backup.
the bare minimum small king room. Showed like some of the people there, and they're walking around in a room. It's just the bare minimum small king room. People are sitting on the bed and they're talking, and the bed is right there. And like, if you're gonna have a party, you get a suite.
I know. That was what I wanted to do in the first place, right, Chad? Chad will back me up. That's what I wanted to do in the first place. Let's do the show in a suite. I'll get a suite. We'll get a bartender, and he can open bar, etc. And again, once I thought about how much that would cost, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But the best plan would have been get a suite, which I wanted to do the show there. That way we're not at the mercy of Tennessee Beer Hall. And just get room service. Have room service deliver a shitload of beers on ice. No coolers. No coolers. I know people are like, you should have got a cooler. Right. Like white trash do? Like Anthony Cumia?
You get a suite, the giant living area.
Yeah, except they didn't have any. They didn't have any, Anthony. And we are intending on having a show somewhere else. So I didn't need a suite. Looking back, I should have just said, I'm doing a suite. You guys can do the show wherever you want. But again, it didn't work out. But then it did work out because we had a fun show. It was juvenile. We made some money. Blah blah blah. We didn't make a lot on net after YouTube take their greedy cut, and I had to pay all the beers. Let's listen further.
Party in, and you're gonna have a party. You get a suite. You get a suite, the giant living area to party in, and couple of bedrooms, and a massage room, and multiple bathrooms, and butlers that come up and wheel the booze and beer up for you. That's exciting. That's a fun thing to do in Atlantic City with all your friends. And, obviously we had done this numerous times over the course of the years.
So he's talking about Opie and Anthony. So I should have done what Opie and Anthony did. Get a suite. Of course, Cumia didn't pay $1 for any of this, but this is what I should have done. This fucking clown, this cheap motherfucker, this gutless, ballless coward didn't even have the balls to fire his own staff, who underpaid everybody, wants me to get a suite because they used to do, that's what they used to do on Opie and Anthony. What a fucking clown. And I'm sure Opie had to do all the planning because Cumia's like, I just want to do the show and then go home.
Room and multiple bathrooms.
Yeah, imagine if we get a massage room. Theo Hanks. Where's Theo Hank? He's getting massage. Right.
And butlers that come up and wheel the booze and beer up for you. That's exciting. That's a fun thing to do in Atlantic City with all your friends. And, you know, obviously we had done this numerous times over the course of the years. And then to watch them like, yeah, they're all drunk and all excited to be in a Standard King. I actually super chatted Brennan and I said, nice room. Does the front door open to the parking lot?
I don't remember what he said, but I do remember the super chat. At that point, we were just excited. Plus, it was at the end of the show.
It might as well have been one of those motel rooms. And to watch them all like...
It was like an SNL sketch when they, I don't remember. But I remember they had a sketch about going on tour. Fans would try to win where you go on tour with Van Halen. It's had to be the 80s, and SNL did a funny sketch about like the guy who's there and he's on the bed. He's like, get me out of here.
Trying to boom. Does the front door open to the parking lot? It might as well have been one of those motel rooms. And to watch them all like trying to big shot it, like they were trying to big shot it.
Nobody was trying to big shot it. Nobody was trying to big shot it. That's a complete and utter lie. Nobody was trying to big shot anything. I know exactly what it was. Nobody's trying to big shot anything.
We're in Atlantic City and woo. It was
nobody said that. Nobody said woo. We're in Atlantic City. Woo.
It was a little douchey and a little cringy.
You mean like your whole life? Like your whole life, Anthony? A little douchey and a little cringy. Like his whole life. Like getting fired from Sirius Satellite Radio? Like biting Danny Brand's hand? Like drinking yourself to death? Little douchey, little cringy?
Like they were trying to big shot it. We're in Atlantic City and woo. It was a little douchey and a little cringy. I gotta say. Anyway, I get off the beaten path here. I just had to bring that up.
That was off the beaten path, and now where's he gonna go?
I watch those shows, though. I tell you, I'm not saying anything about entertainment value. Not saying a word about that. I'm not bashing anyone's show and saying it isn't worth a look sometimes. Maybe for completely different reasons than they think.
Oh, ironically, because it's such a shit show. I got it. Thank you. Right. Like Baby Bird?
If they think maybe you're watching because it's just this compelling show, interesting, something like that. It's, sometimes watching a cluster is very entertaining. Take Stuttering John.
Please take my Stuttering John, please, instead of take my wife, please. So he's saying sometimes you watch for different reasons. He's right. That's a fact, Jack.
Hypothetically speaking, where we will see, as my brother said, if we go too far today, ladies and gentlemen, Max Loads, everybody.
This is Gino, I guess, and his ugly brother. They have 6 people watching. So how should I watch this, Anthony? Should I watch this ironically because it's a shit show or because it's quality broadcasting?
Hello, everybody.